Good morning, YouTube. What we have here is a DPMS Panther AR-15 rifle, and this was maybe what 600 something like stock, and when I first got it, it came with this stock butt here. It came with this grip. Came with two of these magazines, and then it came with whatever the hell this is. And I should mention while we start here that I am not a pro. I got my first gun like 2 months ago, and then I got this one maybe a month ago, and I just today got all the parts in. So the first thing when I was looking at this in the shop is that it had no sights on it. It was just this thing here, no sight, and the flat rail. So kind of ugly looking rifle in my opinion. So the first thing that I did was ask them if I could swap this out for something nicer like this, which isn't as comfortable when you're holding it, but I don't give a shit about that. My deal is putting stuff on there, and for me, I'm going to be using this vertical grip, so it doesn't really matter what this feels like. What this serves is being able to put stuff on there quickly and easily, which it does very well. So first thing I did was get rid of this piece of shit. Got a nice rail on here. The next thing was swap that out because it rattles and makes noise and also doesn't look very good in my opinion. So I swapped that out with a P-Mag, which I like a lot. And yeah, see, much quieter, much nicer quality in my opinion. And you can also put some grip tape on here if you want. So the next thing, when I was holding this initially, I had my hands on here and eventually noticed that this little piece here was hurting my fingers, which I don't know why it hurts my fingers, but it does. So this was the next thing I replaced. So I got this in today actually, and I haven't had a chance to use it, but just holding it, it's much thicker, doesn't hurt my hand at all. And I mean, it feels like you're gripping rubber, but it is hard plastic. So very nice choice in my opinion. And the next thing was the stock here. This is not a bad stock. It looks kind of nice, very easy to adjust, but it has these serrated edges and hard plastic, which I didn't really like. And the first time I shot an AR, I wasn't holding it tight to my shoulder, so it was hitting and kind of hurt. So, I mean, that's a good indication that you're not holding it right, but still, I'd rather have something that's a little more comfortable, and I'm kind of bony, so I can use all the help I can get. So what I got was this MAKO Fab Defense GL shock butt blah 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 blah. And this has a rubber grip, or a rubber butt pad or whatever it is, to go against your shoulder, which I like a lot more. It also has a compartment in here for putting batteries or whatever you want. But it also has this adjustable, whatever the hell this is, to put your cheek against. But I keep it down because it fits just fine like that. But another thing about this one is that it's got a spring in here. So I guess if you're shooting an AK or something, you might actually benefit from that. But I still like it. And these are just regular Magpul something or other sights. I don't remember what, but they're pretty cheap. But they serve their purpose. And I also have just a like Sig Sauer laser for your pistol. But I'm putting it on here just for shits and giggles for now because I decided that I'm gonna put a tack light on my pistol instead of a laser, because I'm basically just using it for self-defense, or home defense rather, so I don't really have a need to have a laser on there really. And the other thing is this bipod slash vertical grip. This is a UTG model something or other sniper grip, which with this particular gun, I don't have a whole lot of rail space, so putting a vertical grip and then like a bipod on there takes up more real estate than I actually have on there, especially if I want to do shit like that. So I saw this one on like another YouTube video and it looked really cool, so I decided to get that one, so since it serves both purposes and saves some real estate. But with this, although it is cool, within 2 days of having it, the rail that goes in here with the spring-loaded mechanism broke, so I had to pull that out, and so now there's only one spring in here, which, you know, I wouldn't recommend this because of that, but since I do have it, it still works, serves its purpose. And another thing that I don't like is this wobbliness, which goes away when you actually deploy it and set it down. Like, this is meant to be like this. That's why it wobbles like that, which I don't like, but it's not really a huge deal, especially since I'm using it like this at the range anyway. So I do like this, but if you can find one of better quality, I would recommend going that way. Also, what I have on here is the Vortex StrikeFire red dot sight, which also has a green dot option in a night vision mode. And it also comes with a 2X piece of glass that just screws in here. And if you're anything like me, apparently I have astigmatism, so when I look at the red dot through here, it's not a crisp little red dot. It's like a red dot with a bunch of starry like glare shit off of it. So one added benefit to having your iron sights on here, aside from just being backup in case the battery fails on here, is that this narrow aperture will constrain that starry shit to where you just have that crisp red dot like you would expect. So whenever I'm shooting this, unless I'm like close range or something like this, I'll flip this up, and then I have my crisp dot when I'm trying to aim like 100 yards or whatever it is. So if you don't have astigmatism, you won't have this problem, but in case you do, this is what I would recommend doing. So, if you want to, you can just do this, which works, but it's got the starry crap, so I'll want to do that if I really need my red dot. And otherwise, if I'm just kind of hip firing or being lazy, I can pull out my laser for short range stuff. But all in all, very good gun in my opinion. It's not like I've dragged it through the mud or anything, but it is quite accurate, and I'm not a very good shot at this point anyway, so I've been very pleased with it. And definitely a lot more accurate with this than I am my pistol, so I have no complaints as far as that goes. Reliability, I don't know. You'll probably want to talk to somebody that actually takes theirs somewhere beyond their house in the gun range to see how it would actually hold up, in like muds and swamps and all that kind of shit. But I don't think I'm going to have that problem anytime soon. But this was like 170, I think, and you could go for the, what are those, like the Trigicon and the other one. If you can spend $1,000 or like $500, I would recommend doing that. But if you're on the kind of budget that I have, and you're getting, a cheap AR with, some fairly cheap accessories, this is a good way to go. I spent maybe $1,000 for this whole setup. Like, this laser was $100. This was like, how much was this? $30. These were, I don't know, 20 or something, I don't remember. The grip was $20. This was 100, 170, and then, I don't know, like maybe 40, 30 something for these front and rear sides. I don't remember now. And the rail was maybe 40. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I've got a really nice gun here that fits my needs very well for not even $1,000. and I actually took it to the range yesterday, and this is a 1X, and I don't know about you, I'm sure you're a much better shot than I am, but I don't think at 100 yards or especially 300 yards I'd even be able to see the target. So the next thing I'm going to do for this gun is get an actual like sniper scope, so I can actually see what I'm shooting at. Because for me, at least in the case of this gun, I'm just shooting it for fun. I don't think I'm actually going to have any kind of like tactical need for it until you're in like some kind of SHTF scenario. So, you know, hitting, you know, like an inch group at 100 yards is fun to me, even if I need a scope to do it. So, I mean, if I want to shoot a squirrel's head off or something at 100 yards, I would definitely go for a longer scope. But all in all, very nice gun, in my opinion. Especially the stock is not that great, but once you customize it to the way you like it, I think you'll be very happy with it. And again, this is DPMS Panther, and I guess I can put some annotations for the extra stuff I put on there. Thank you.